Hello. How is everybody? Oh, man. Well, I'm doing pretty good, I think, considering. Hey, Anastasia. Boy. Shalom. What do we have going on? Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you something. Well, wait a little bit. Hey Bob, what's happening? Maria, hi. Oh, this is great. It's shaping up to be a good night. Well, here, I'll show you this thing. All right, so, the lower notes down here, we're sustaining. Mariana! Hello! They're not sustaining too badly. This one's sustaining a little bit. Hello. And here's why. Because I called the piano tuner Sam Noel. If you have a piano and you're in the New York, New Jersey area, he might even go to Connecticut. He's so great. He still works for Steinway. And I just wanted to show, hey, Tamara, just wanted to show you what he advised me to do. So he told me to put here the hammers, you see? Oh, what happened? Oh, God. So, I don't know if you can see that, but there are hammers in here, and this thing here is my contraption that I've jury-rigged because I talked to the guy on the phone. Here's the tape, and I just taped some, I had some little metal parts that were kind of weighty, and I taped them to the hammer so it would stay down, basically. I will have to replace the felts, but for now, it's not terrible. I mean, it's terrible if you're a classical pianist, but it's terrible. But it's not, it can be dealt with. That can be dealt with now. So thank you, Sam Noel. And if you want his contact, get in touch with me and I'll connect you. He's a Renaissance man. It's great to talk to him about anything. Speaking of talking about anything, I happened upon my last week's performance here, and it was mortifying, in part because it's mortifying to see yourself in a certain way at times. I guess it depends on your mood, but yeah, some things. But interestingly, it wasn't the music that was mortifying me. Hey, Mike. It was the patter. I was pontificating too much, so I've decided to put a limit on that particular type patter. Who needs it? We get enough of it. Oh man. So, I'm still gonna be my neurotic self, but I'm gonna try and just, I'm not even gonna talk much about the songs. How about that? Don't worry, Nick. I'm not worried. I was just a little mortified at seeing myself. I was like, ooh, come on. Anyways, we're back. I'll talk about this. I wrote a song today. I think it's just about finished. I'll play it next week. And next week, what's that? That is what we love about you. We need your patter. I'll still patter. I'm just not gonna I'm just gonna try to not talk about the news and particularly how I feel about it. It's, I mean, it's nice to do that one-on-one, to blow off steam. Play it now. I can't play the tune now because I don't quite here. This, first of all, here are the words. This is my Anna Olivia made this for me years ago. It's just a little pad. She put some pictures and words in it of inspiration. And then it's blank after her things. And then it's just my notes on, you know, a million songs. Most of them unfinished, just ideas. Some of them I finished. Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. But anyway, yeah, this one seems like I got it. I think I got it. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. Next week. So, and also next week is gonna be my birthday broadcast because it's my birthday on next Friday. So, you know, that'll be fun. I think I'm gonna be on the keyboard in Fire Island. I want to be with Maura, and that's where she is. So we'll be on the keyboard next Friday, adapting and having a birthday celebration, at which probably anything can happen. The last time I played at new song. I haven't worked out the intro yet musically. I got the words. The main part, I'm probably going to reharmonize. You see, I got some work to do on it. And it's basically... with the words. Anyway, it's like a Frank Sinatra type tune. Tony! Oh, we got some good people here. Anyways, I played with Tony, who's possibly still watching, possibly just chanced on it and said, uh-oh. But anyway, Tony is a terrific sax player, Tony Orbach, and I play with him in the New York Ska, or what is it? Ska Orchestra, isn't that what it's called? New York City, NYC Ska, I don't think it's Ska Jazz Orchestra, right? Just Ska, oh lordy. Anyway, I'll start up. I went shopping and it really threw me off. Alone. I got lists from my wife, which was not the biggest list. The biggest list was from my son, and a small list from my daughter. And I had an idea of a couple things that I wanted. And I went to the co-op. Oh man, hours. What is this? New York, NYC Ska Orchestra. Yeah, that's what I thought. NYC Ska Orchestra. Yeah. I don't know where that link is. There's a link to Ska Trek, the tune I arranged for the orchestra. Oh, what was it? Well, if I can find it, I'll put it on me website. That'll be good. There's some stuff on my website. Y'all should go to the website, nickbalaban.com. It keeps changing. Little things keep getting added. Anyway, here's a tune. I'm not even going to say anything. Just going to, see? No patter at all. Here's a tune. Roger's always getting away with murder. Every day he loves to play the game. He pretends he's on a mission to paint the world red, but he just wants you to know his name. Robert is the smartest guy in the room. He never met one, could get one past him. He knows he's got the patience of a redwood, and nobody can outlast him. They've got different ways of looking at the world. You're never gonna kumbaya. A yang and a yin in a perpetual spin, a mess and a messiah. Arrogance makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Arrogance makes the world go round. Swingle singers here. Rachel reads between the lines of injustice. She finds the truth under the rubble, airing the crimes of the powers that be to the world, or maybe just to her bubble. Sean is so sure of his place in the ratings, he thinks of the truth like a kind of a plaything. People are flawed by his sense of conviction. Meanwhile the world is just his plaything. They've got different ways of looking at the world. They're never gonna kumbaya. Yang and a yin in a perpetual spin, a mess and a messiah. Arrogance makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Arrogance makes the world go round and round and round and round. Sociopaths at a campfire, the darkness feeds the light. The rest of us everyday heroes, we're never gonna give up the fight, 'cause arrogance makes the world go round, the world go round, the world go round. Arrogance makes the world go round, round and 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 Oh, thank you. The neighbors. What's that? Me. Yeah. Oh, thanks. He's a hero of mine. Oh, thanks so much. I'm on Facebook Live right now, but as soon as I'm done, if you're still around, I'll say hi. I will. Okie doke. The neighbors. Anyway, that was great. A live experience. Oh man, that felt good to have the live experience. Anything could happen on these things. Tamra. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. You know, Davis from New Orleans, Davis Rogan, great songwriter, and he, there's a character in Treme that, what's the guy's name who makes those? Anyway, the HBO show Treme, Davis, there's a character in that show, a main character named Davis that is loosely based on my friend Davis, who was with me when I was writing that last song, and we tried to, we came up with some stuff. I scrapped the stuff we came up with, but anyway, it led me to this. So that was a fun one. Now, we'll do another tune. This one on the upcoming album, otherwise I won't say anything about it. Throw off that jazz, it's just the devil keeping busy. Throw off that jazz, it's just the devil keeping busy. Throw off that jazz, it's just the devil keeping busy. Throw off that jazz right now. I went to town with the devil in my belly. Went to town with the devil in my belly. I brought rage in my head that was older than my soul. Lived in a cage where I fed the fire that smoldered hot like coal. Nothing was right, I could not let go my fist. Nothing was right, I kept adding to my list. Nothing was right, everything I touched got broke, until I heard the words that broken angels spoke. Throw off that jazz, it's just the devil keeping busy. Throw off that jazz, it's just the devil keeping busy. Throw off that jazz, it's just the devil keeping busy. Throw off that jazz right now. Throw it off. She lit the light was older than my soul. The light that made me bold. She popped my head and washed away my petty grief with what she said. Sweet mercy and relief. Devil keep busy. Oh, thanks. It's so great. Urgh. Okay, there we go. That's a little, it's not as good. Yeah. Yeah, definitely not as good when the whole thing falls. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah. Because it's a strain to look at you guys while I'm playing, and I don't want that to be a strain. There we go. Best. Okay. So here's one that I want to do with Row and the Nomads when we're back in the Peopleverse. Oh, thanks, Tony. Thank you, Mariana. Mike Creor. Tamra. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, Row and the Nomads, 8-piece reggae and R&B band, and during the Peopleverse, I hope to play this with them. Feeling like you've gone insane, hiding your heart from your brain. Remember what Grandma said, everybody gets the pain. You could be rich and you could be poor, living on the ceiling or on the floor. Everybody gets it. It will come for you. Feeling like you've gone insane, hiding your heart from your brain. You remember Grandma said, everybody gets the pain. You could be black, brown, red, or yellow, or white. You could be loose or tight. Everybody gets it. It will come for you. Upon us all, a hard rain's gonna fall, but a tree can grow through the sidewalks. Ooh. Feeling like you've gone insane, hiding your heart from your brain. You remember Grandma said, everybody gets the pain. Everybody gets the pain. You remember Grandma said, everybody gets the pain. Everybody gets the pain. Fades out. All right. That was that. I got these in the wrong order. Thank you, Bubbles. Martha Siegel, hello. I can't see. Nice to hear you and see you. How you? Oh. Yeah, I feel the same way. I wasn't totally on with Treme when it first happened because I'd seen everything else David Simon did. The Wire and Generation Y? Is that what it was called? And anyways, it was a little different. And oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually that last one is on my website, like a kind of a sampled band from the basement, and it gives you a picture of what it could be like with horns and keyboards and guitars. Anyways. Between the masks, the glasses, and headphones, recording these days is a trip. Yeah. I'm basically just recording in the basement, and here, of course, if this counts. Well, here's another one. How do we feel about this? This new flow. I think it's pretty good. I mean, the whole thing will probably be a little shorter. I will say this. What are people listening to? Because I've been listening to Detroit blues. So blues from Detroit in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. So John Lee Hooker is one of those guys. I didn't know that. And Sonny Boy Williamson, Rice Miller, Sonny Boy 2 is on a couple of the tracks. But otherwise, it's people I never heard of. Baby Boy Warren, Calvin, I just lost his name. Stamford Pittman, Calvin Frazier, Henry Smith, not the Henry Smith from New Orleans, it was Detroit Henry Smith, Boogie Woogie Red. Like, these are guys I'm just learning about, and killing blues, like real classic, real blues, real serious, heavy, good blues. All right. We don't get a lot of blues in New York. We haven't in many years. I don't know why. All the blues clubs were like the first ones to close. Manny's Car Wash, the Nightingales. Nice. Damn, I got it. Maybe I should do LASIK, but that can't be just for reading. Nice siren in your hood. Yes. Don't know about the podcast. I'll have to check it out. Hey, Karen. You ever seen John Lee Hooker? Jane Lee Hooker. Wow, no, I never heard of them. Do they play John Lee Hooker music? Dang. So that's where I've been. Detroit blues. It's so good. And New York, I think, I have friends that play in a great blues band on Martha's Vineyard called Johnny Hoy and the Bluefish. Amazing band, like real serious blues. And in fact, one of the guitarists that plays with that band plays on that second tune I played, Throw Off That Jinx, on the record. But anyway, that band came to Brooklyn a while back, and there's one place in Brooklyn that you can play blues and people will love it, which is Sonny's in Red Hook. But, man, yeah, if they're not playing there, it doesn't go over. People just look at it like, what, blues? It's so old, I don't get it. You can't dance to it, I don't get it. I don't know, New York is just, we're so stuck up here. But we love it, we love it. Here's one, here's a tune. Do you wanna hate me? Are you gonna show me something real? Are you gonna beg me? You can sure get ugly when you do your worst. You think you wanna slug me? I'm not the reason that you're cursed. Cursed to walk the earth in anger. Cursed to walk the earth in dread. Marked to roam the dark with suspicion. To roam the dark in your head. Do you want some feedback? Or do you want to use me? Or are you gonna show me something real? Or try and abuse me? When you're soaking nasty, really get immersed. You think you wanna blast me? I'm not the reason that you're cursed. Cursed to walk the earth in anger. Cursed to walk the earth in dread. Marked to roam the dark with suspicion. Marked to roam the dark in your head. where all of us are sure of our next meal. A place where life and liberty and pursuit of happiness for all was real. Imagine a world in which we the people were equal, where systems didn't leave folks in the lurch. Well, if you need a nurse, y'all got nursed. The public ball wasn't so rehearsed. Well, not even you, my friend. Not even you were cursed to walk the earth in anger. Cursed to walk the earth in dread. Marked to roam the dark with suspicion. To roam the dark in your head. Cursed to walk the earth in anger. Cursed to walk the earth in dread. To roam the dark with suspicion. Marked to roam the dark in your head. In your head. So that's it. Oh, Sam, I was just talking about you. Hey, Angie, thank you. In the beginning of this thing, I showed the little jury rig on the note, and so far it's holding okay. Sometimes it misbehaves. I definitely get the harmonics. But it's serviceable for now. I'm definitely gonna have to get the felts replaced though, Sam. Thank you. Sam Noel, if you need a piano technician for anything, Sam is the guy. Anyway. What else? Angie, should I do a necromancer thing? I will do something that I wrote for the Necromancers of the Public Domain. Anne Halliday's Theater of the Apes, which will resume monthly as it was during the Peopleverse. Hey Alice, you're kinda condescending. You say I was pretending. But I believed in Alice. Wasn't too scary to have a tooth fairy. knew all about her. Her name was Alpha, and everything she said I read, never doubt her. She sent pictures of a world and had to dash. She was not like other girls, she gave me cold hard cash. Hey Alice, you never really knew what children saw is true, too pure to be deceived. But I believed in Alice. It wasn't too scary to have a tooth fairy. You know Alice, she had a sister named Beta, and they took care of baby Rose. There were kids as old as trees, and they were always on the go. Lights would flash and bells would ring when it was time for her to stop by. She had a different sense of time and space, and yes, Alice, she could fly. She could fly. You're kinda condescending. You say I was pretending, but I believed in Alice. It wasn't too scary to have a tooth fairy. Wasn't too scary, have a tooth fairy. Wasn't too scary, love my tooth fairy. There it is. Hey Alice. I didn't know what to call it. Hey Alice. Anyways. I'm not drinking tonight because I feel like because last night, thank you for the bubbles. Last night I was awakened. What is that? English people, get back to me. Awakened. I was awakened. I was awake. No? Awakened. Anyways, I'll tell you what woke me up at 1:30 in the morning. Oh, thank you, Melissa. 1:30 in the morning, and it was the loudest sound, loudest thunder I've ever heard. And I was sound asleep, bolted up, and screamed, awakened. It is awakened. Dang. Not awakened. Awakened. Awakened isn't just for, a revelation. Anyways, I was awakened by that sound of the thunder, and it was violent. At 1:30 in the morning, it was the loudest thunder I ever heard, and my instinct was that like half of Brooklyn had blown up. I thought it was like a bomb. And I bolted up from bed and just screamed. I went, ah! And apparently, my son, Leo, in the next room, also bolted up and screamed at exactly the same time. And after I did that, I was kind of awake, and I figured out that was lightning and thunder, and it wasn't anything. And so I didn't want to wake him up if I hadn't already, and I didn't hear it. I was straining to hear. He's okay, I'm okay. He didn't seem to hear me. The next day, today, I asked Leo, I said, hey, did you hear that thunder? And he goes, oh my God, I heard it, and I screamed. So apparently we screamed at exactly the same time and didn't know the other was affected. Which, I guess that's a metaphor for what we're all going through right now. So in a way, it's kind of nice. We're all screaming at once. I said I wasn't going to do that, so I'm not doing it. I also said I wasn't going to talk about the tunes, but I'll just say this. This is a tune that you may know. Indeed. This is a tune you may know. I like it for two reasons. One is it's just a great kind of love song with a really playful vibe. But two, it takes place in the snow. So that's nice right now if you're in a hot place, and most of us are. Father, oh God, I can't read. Father-son harmony, yeah. You scream, I scream. So true. Who knew what that really meant until last night? Yeah, it's true. I asked Leo if he wanted to co-host. He's got better things to do. I don't know. When I was his age, I had seltzer for dessert, and I played with a ball of string. And I didn't have anything better to do. So let that be a lesson to him. All right, here's this tune. On a night like this, so glad you came around. Hold on to me, pretty miss, and heat up some coffee grounds. We got much to talk about and much to reminisce. And it sure feels right on a night like this. On a night like this, so glad you came to stay. Hold on to me, pretty miss, say you'll never go away straight. Run your fingers down my spine, bring me a touch of bliss. Sure feels right. On a night like this, on a night like this, I can't get it.
is so deep. Build a fire, throw on logs, and listen to it hiss. Let it burn, 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 burn all night like this. Put your body next to mine and keep me company. There's plenty of room for all, so please don't elbow me. Let the four winds blow outside this old cabin door. If I'm not too far off, I think we've been here once or twice, 3 times before. More frost on the window pane, and each new tender kiss sure feels right, 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 yeah, on a night like this. There it is. Bob Dylan. I think it's on Planet Waves. I think. Anyway. Alright. It's time for some ukulele. Let's see what we got here. Backdrop right. Are we having a decent time here? I hope. I don't have a co-pilot this session, but I think it's going okay. We'll have a co-pilot next week. Won't have one tomorrow. But next week, I was saying, next week is going to be my birthday. Next Friday is my actual birthday. So, I'll have a birthday set. Well, it'll be like all the other sets, but it'll be on my birthday. And really, what are all the other sets? I don't know. I'll have a new song. I was telling that to people earlier. I pretty much finished writing a tune today, so I have another one. Meanwhile, in ukulele land, that's okay. That is never okay. I can't. It's just untunable. And you know what? I'm gonna live with it. Let's see. I'll do my tune about the end of laughter. Does anybody remember laughter? Does anybody remember laughter? What is that? Oh, thanks, Angie. I want to hit the love emoji, but I can't find my instant emojis. Take your time. Hey, David. All right. Anyway, here's this tune that it's a bit of an epic poem. What makes a man? Asked a clown, gun in hand. It was aimed at his own head, 'cause his jokes had gone dead. But the teardrop on his face was only paint. What makes a clown a clown? Asked a man looking down at the show. His vertigo made him faint, and the bearded lady sang a slapstick tune. Death of a buffoon. So boy, the world was funny. Every thought could make him laugh, even when they made him cry, even when he got the shaft. He used to dance to Eric Dolphy. They called him faggot in his school. Crazy was as close as he could get to being cool. The world got funnier and funnier than stopped, like a popped balloon. The death of a buffoon. He learned his parents' flaws. He started breaking little laws. He was young and knew that everything would change. He had a kind of magic, could transform something tragic into something that was humorous or strange. Fishy stuff, it always gets harpooned to death of a buffoon. The girls, sorry, I just have to tune this. Okay. The girls he gave his heart to took his smile to be a smirk. Started out as funny, but ended up a jerk. The jobs he could not hold were like a string of quick one-liners. His girlfriends started out as fun, but ended up as whiners. They'd leave him in his desert, wild-eyed and maroon. The death of a buffoon. The war was soaring on the Dow Exchange. There was no room for clowning on the firing range. But a funny guy never quite grows up, dancing like a spaz on a field full of mines, just to get a laugh on both of the front lines before everything blows up. How can you bring honor back to that platoon? She said he giggled in his sleep. He joked that he was not too deep. The way they vowed to keep till death did them part. But she had the guy who never laughed on the side. Things got serious and they knew how to hide. The cuckold joker knew the deal, it broke his heart. She'd spike his drink and take off with the goon. The death of a buffoon. What makes a man? Asked a clown watching sand pour through his life's hourglass like wine. What makes a clown a clown? Asked a nurse, patient found. undressing a banana in pantomime. He slipped off the pier like in a cartoon. Death of a foe. What's the moral of the story? What's the point? Where's the glory? This loser is so sad it brings you down. But don't be confused, it isn't true. He's just amused at all the dues you have to pay when you're you or when you're me. You see, we always have to be somebody's clown. Posthumously he rose in the hearts and minds of those like myself, whose lives he lifted just a little. We chuckle when we think of his living on the brink and his dedication to the jokes that were so brittle. We hardly knew you left us all too soon. Death of a fool. There it is, the epic. Oh boy. Oh well, it was as in tune as I could get it. Oh, thank you for the bubbles. Got to love the bubbles. Thank you. All right. I came out kind of Irish. All right. Irish like, you know, the Chief O'Hara on the old Batman show. Now, I got time for one more. Thank you, Melissa. Off for now? Can't wait to celebrate. Oh, off for now. That's an exclamation point. Yes, I can't read because I can't see. All right, Angie. Well, we'll see you next week or tomorrow at 3. I'm playing this set again, and as you may or may not know, for those of you who have seen Saturdays followed by Fridays, it always comes out different. So, this is the first one that I wrote for my beloved, Maura. In the office, she really shakes them up. Left, right, up, up. She keeps her pencil sharp and files in her cabinet. Her paperweight's got an extra slab in it. I once knew a guy who took it slow. Took an hour and a half for a cup of joe. Life was sweet as corn on a cob till my baby told him, you better find yourself a job. My baby's a bureaucrat. My baby's a bureaucrat. She wrote the book when she gives you the look, you better believe you're going down. You best believe she's always on time. If you're late, well, it's a crime. I once knew a guy, let's call him Mr. Green. It's not his real name, but now Mr. Green punched in at 9:15. Mr. Green is seldom seen, cause Mr. Green, well, he ain't exactly on the team. Not no more. said to Noah, pack 'em in by 2. Noah said, yeah, I know what to do. He worked his fingers to the bone, so nothing alive would be alone. Now, Noah thought, well, I'm alright. Then my baby took inventory all through the night. She said, Noah, you got one extra bat, and you ain't getting off Mount Ararat. 'Cause my baby's a bureaucrat. My baby's a bureaucrat. She wrote the book when she gives you the look, you better believe you're going down. She wrote the book when she gives you the look, you better believe you're going down. She wrote the book when she gives you the look, you better believe you're going down. My baby's a bureaucrat. I think she wasn't really upset when I explained to her that I'd written it for her. I think she was just kind of puzzled. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm back at 3 and I just finished, but I'm gonna be back at 3. And Anne, I played a necromancer song, which I will play again tomorrow. What is that? Oh, God, we got down. I think that's what it says. Wow, get down. Anyways, thanks so much, y'all. Oh yeah, next week is the thingamabob, the birthday broadcast. As much as Facebook is a broadcast. Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming. You have helped me so much by showing up. Oh man, it's as close to hanging out with everybody as I can get, and really helps my sanity. Love Tamora. I will give her your love. And see you tomorrow at 3 and next week for the big birthday broadcast, at which anything could happen. It's in Saltaire on a keyboard, and last time I played in Saltaire, Maura's dad showed up and sang some, and one of Leo's friends showed up with a guinea pig and just stood there in front of me, politely waiting for me to finish the song. And then I had to show everybody Sabrina and her guinea pig. I mean, it was, it's wacky out there. So, see you later. Bye-bye.